Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Sugar Kitty Mystic, and today I wanted to talk to you about a beautiful concept from Tantra Yoga which can help to enrich your life experience and is very easy to start to learn about and apply. So this is Ishta-devas. So Ishta-deva is your personal deity or god. And you do not choose this deity, okay? The cool thing is this god chooses you. And the energy or the spirit of this god. And in Tantra, the idea is not that God is created and we are created in the image of God. It's more that the gods are created in the image of us, right? Because all of these stories and all of these myths from every religion about, different gods. We have so many pantheons, right? The Vikings, the Greeks, the Egyptians, Hindu, Shinto, all of these different pantheons of gods are created from our ideas of holy ideals, from our ideas of what divinity can be, from the highest aspects of our human selves. And, while there's channelers and, there's divine messages from spirit and all those things that we can attribute some of these beliefs and ideas to, all these drawings and all these creations and all these beautiful imaginings of these gods come from us. So your Ishta-deva is essentially a being to give you the ideal or the standard for you to kind of rise up to, okay? For you to look up to and have as the ideal version of yourself. Or often it is the opposite gender of you, so the gender that you're attracted to. So if you are, gay and attracted to the same sex, sometimes your deity will be the same gender as you. Sometimes it will still be the opposite gender. It's really personal dependent. Sometimes even if you are, attracted to the opposite sex, you'll get the same gender deity. Like I said, it's really personal dependent, and it depends on your relationship with God. So this deity exists for you to start to build a personal relationship with God itself, right? With your version of God. So how is this done? So if my deity is Shiva, and I had no idea really anything about Shiva when he first came to me or appeared to me. I was sitting by a river and I was thinking of something to draw, and I just had this it was like this experience of love in my heart just came through, and I was just like, I want to draw Shiva. And obviously he's not from my religion. Like I said, I knew very little about him. I had heard very little about Hindu gods. And I barely even knew exactly what he looked like. However, I was able to draw him fully from my head, which is not usual for me. Often I need a reference to draw something well, right? So it's pretty crazy that I was able to do that, but for me, that was my Ishta-deva. So by loving, appreciating, and understanding your Ishta-deva, what you are doing is you are bringing in this energy of divinity into yourself on a daily basis. So Shiva is essentially my ideal partner. In Tantra, we bring gods into union and into the ideas of relating, and it comes down to God and deity embodiment on the sort of highest level of Tantra. So it's about bringing, for Shiva being my Ishta-deva, it's about seeing the Shiva within me and bringing that energy into myself, or seeing it within a partner and connecting with the energy through my partner. And so when you have this deep love for a deity, which you're seeing in other people and you're seeing in yourself, when you experience something like a breakup, okay, or an ending of a relationship, you don't lose all the love that you gave to that other person. You don't lose that deep love you have for me, it would be like the divine masculine energy, because I have my divine masculine always with me as my Ishta-deva, as my deity, as my personal favorite god. And Shiva is a master yogi, he's a master meditator. So I connect to Shiva when I connect to the part of myself that is calm, when I connect to the part of myself that is centered, when I connect to the part of myself that is able to handle situations with that really steady energy, okay? By having an Ishta-devata, what you are doing is you are building a personal relationship with God. You are building a personal relationship in which you can speak to this deity, when you're happy, when you're full of love, when you're full of joy, when you're angry, when you're sad, when you're cursing life. You can be like, why? To your Ishta-devata, right? To your personal idea of God. And through this, you get a really deep personal connection with spirit and spirituality. And you have something to focus on that keeps your head above water when you feel like you are drowning. So, like I said, if you're from a Christian background, your Ishta-devata can be God. God is Yahweh. In ancient religion, God is known as Yahweh. So it can be Yahweh, or it can even be Jesus, right? You can pick a saint, or Mother Mary, if you want to do something like that, where your Ishta-devata is not necessarily a spirit of God, but a holy person from your religion that you can, again, have that same level of appreciation for. And basically, they just bring you into that spiritual mood so quick. Like when I think of Shiva, or when I start to meditate on the idea of Shiva, or see anything that reminds me of Shiva, I'm just so full of this blissful, joyous, loving feeling, because he is like a collector for that spiritual energy for me, and he feeds it back to me anytime I need it. And that's what an Ishta-devata is. It's something for you to give that love to, that joy to, and they feed it back to you. One thing my guru would always say is, when you see someone praying to a statue, it's not that the statue has some special spiritual power. It's not that the idol, is God, right? When we pray to a statue of Shiva, or like I have a picture of Shiva here, right? Okay, when I pray to a picture of Shiva, it's not that I'm praying to this picture, right? What you're doing is you're feeding it this energy. You're filling this object with this energy of devotion, with this energy of spiritual power. If you have, if you've heard of the Wailing Wall, and I believe it's in Israel, it might be in Jordan, but it's where, Christians, Muslims, and Jews all go to pray at this giant wall every day. So this wall is not that special, but if you go there, you will feel the spiritual power that is there, because there is thousands of years of people pouring that spiritual energy and devotion into this object, and that object cycles it back to you. So when you pray at a statue, what you are doing is you are feeding it devotion, and you are receiving the devotion of others back. It's this beautiful circle. And if you've ever had the chance to, visit a really ancient church or a really ancient temple, some of these places, you can just feel the energy in the air is so dense and thick with spirituality. And it's definitely something you need to feel to believe. I truly believe that. If you've never been anywhere where you've seen this, if you've never been anywhere super magical, but it takes the breath out of you, right? It knocks you into this state of awe and awareness and spiritual openness. And that's what having an Ishta-devata is. So when you see that image of your favorite deity, you're brought into that spiritual state with so much ease. When you pray to your deity, maybe you say their mantra, or if they're not a Hindu god, because Hindu gods have mantras, right? Maybe it's a Greek god or a Viking god. When you connect to that energy, you are brought into a spiritual state immediately. And, Tantra is all about things that bring us into that spiritual transcendental state with ease and simplicity. So, yeah, this is Ishta-devatas. If you would like to find out what yours is, you can ask to see it in a dream. You can simply set the intention to get to know your Ishta-devata, and it will appear to you. I guarantee that. no doubt you will figure it out. If you set the intention to figure it out, you will figure it out. And it may be a God you don't even know anything about. And then you go through this process of learning about it, and you will see why it is your ideal spiritual being. So this is the concept of Ishta-devas. If you like this topic, please let me know in the comments below. I'm thinking of doing a few more videos on Tantra things. However, I'm always a little bit nervous about talking about these things because, like I said, I come from a Christian background, and it's a little bit taboo, I think, to talk about God, things like that. So yeah, if you like these videos, let me know. If you want to see more from me, check out my channel. I make all types of spiritual videos and tarot pick-a-card readings for you if you ever need guidance along your path. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, all those beautiful things. I appreciate you. Peace out.